Hey guys, in this video we will show you our top quality multi-time frame analysis that no one talks about. So stay tuned to do not miss your next move. So here is $, and let's take a look more in depth at the current price action on the given time frame. So first of all, as you can see, here we got a beautiful double top pattern, as you can see right at the key monthly effective level, after which price proceeded down drastically, also breaking out right through the daily effective support at this area. And as you can see, as for now, price currently stalling at the key monthly effective support level right here. And as you can see, at this zone, we also have the 50 MA on the weekly time frame lining up perfectly with our monthly effective support. So all this creates quite a strong support structure, because as always on the higher time frames, the 50 MA acts as a dynamic support or resistance, and our effective levels successfully acts as a static levels as well. And as you can see, right now price stalling right at this key two confluence factors, but again we cannot establish a pure bullish bias as for now in this pair, because as you can see, boom, we got this drastic bearish engulfing candle. Again, meaning for us a strong bearish theme, and even despite we have some bullish candles right here and even some long weak rejection, the current weekly candle showing for us, it's not enough to establish a pure bullish bias on this pair, so we need to see some more confirmations on the lower time frames as well. So as for now, we establish an indecision bias on this pair, and let's move on to the daily. So before we continue, guys, we would like to say thanks for all who stayed with us during our vacation time. So right now we are back, and the free Telegram and our premium Telegram work in a normal pace. So as you can see, here's our premium group performance before our vacation time. As you can see, not much trades, because during summer season markets extremely choppy, very hard to trade and find some great trade opportunities. But anyway, we were able to catch some moves, some pips, which is generally speaking great on the given market conditions. As always, our VIP community includes a trading program, including our top 3 strategies for the day trading, for the scalping, and for the gold price action trading, and live signals. Also guys, if you want to join or check other details, links will be in the description and in the comment section below as well. Feel free to check it out, and also if you have any questions, feel free to reach to our support team and you will be answered as soon as possible. And here is guys our free channel. As you can see, we sent this week 2 signals, 2 winners. So as always, if you want to receive our free signal as well, link will be in the description box, so feel free to check and join our team for free. And with that being said, let's back to our analysis. So here is $, daily. Our dominant trend on the given time frame, of course, is bearish, because as you can see again, we got these 3 insane momentum candles to the downside right here, one of which broke the 50 MA, and then price stalled in this consolidation. And also, as you can see, another concern is that the 50 MA is currently far from the price, which also tells us about some drastic downtrend where the price currently is. But again, as you can remember, price currently stalling at a very key support zone where we have our monthly level as well as the 50 MA on the weekly time frame. And right now we just checked our second chart, and here, by connecting these 2 swings, we can see the bullish regular divergence on the RSI indicator. So again, when it occurs at the key monthly level and also at the 50 MA on the weekly, and in addition when it occurs in the higher time frames, so it gives for us a strong signal for a possible trend change, of course, if this divergence will be confirmed on the lower time frames. So again, indecision bias on the daily, and let's move to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our trade ideas more in depth for the coming week. So here's $, for our time frame, and first of all, let's draw a trend line from our daily level right to the monthly, right here, and boom. So we also create some kind of falling wedge pattern, which also could be considered as a bullish reversal pattern, and right now, as you can see, at this zone, we even have some kind of breakout of it. But guys, as for now, it makes no sense, since price approaching our key monthly level again, which need to be broken to further confirm our bias. So as for now, we are waiting for a breakout of the next key level, meaning around number level 1.19, somewhere right here, where as you can see we also have the 50 MA on the 4-hour time frame. So the best entry will present itself after the initial breakout of this zone, and then we should wait for some pullback or to the broken zone or to the Fibonacci golden zone, or even to catch some minor pullback on the lower time frames as well. But when it comes to the short scenario, so first of all we would like to see a breakout right through this structure to make fair price a new low, and then after the initial breakout we would like to see some pullback to the Fibonacci golden zone somewhere right here before entering the trade. An obvious target will be this daily level 1.17 58, which was respected by the price multiple times in the past. So here's our views on the euro dollar. Hope it will help for you guys. Press the like button if you like the analysis, and without further ado, let's move on to the pound dollar. So here's pound dollar weekly, and all price action generally repeats the euro dollar case except the rejection of the 50 MA on the weekly time frame. So as you can see, generally the same move, double top right here, then drastic move down, and again price stalling at the key weekly level right here. Of course, we are a little bit concerned about this, since we have our initial bearish momentum move showed by this candle, and in many cases, when we have momentum candles like this and then consolidation, it means for us just a position accumulation before the next wave to the downside. But in this case, the pound dollar, first of all, we are still at the key weekly level, which considered as a strong support zone, and also we have some bullish signs on the lower time frames as well. So that's why we again establishing an indecision bias for the pound dollar on the given time frame. And let's go down to the lower time frames to make our analysis more in depth and finally build our ideas for the coming week. So here's pound dollar daily, and to look at this beautiful price action on the given time frame. So first of all, as you can see, we got a red to green pattern right here on the daily time frame, which is considered as a strong bullish candlestick pattern, and even more, as you can see, we got the same pattern right here at the key weekly level. And if we connect these two swings, these two patterns, as you can see right here, we also have at this zone the regular bullish RSI divergence, again on the daily time frame, which signaling for us about some bullish power on the given pair. But again, as for now, it means nothing, because it should be confirmed on the lower time frame. So with that being said, let's immediately proceed to the 4-hour time frame. So here's pound dollar 4-hour time frame, and again the same situation like in the euro dollar case, we just put a trend line. As you can see, by putting this trend line, we got a falling wedge pattern as well. And except the euro dollar price as for now failed to break out the initial trend line right here. But also, as you can see here, we have an area of high confluence where our trend line and the 50 MA are perfectly lining up. So again, at this situation, to enter the trade, we would like to see a breakout right through our area of high confluence and then catch some possible pullback to this zone, but it will be a high risky trade, and for those who want to enter with a lower risk, you may wait for a breakout of the given round number level as well as the daily level right here, and then try to catch some pullback right at this zone. Because guys, you should bear in mind that if you take an early entry, price will have two additional factors on its way. So it's up to you and up to your trading style when to enter, and we just shown for you opportunities to enter. And when it comes to the short trade, absolutely the same idea. Like in the euro dollar case, we should wait for a breakout of the given structure to show for price and new low, and then we just catch in the pullback to the Fibonacci 0.5 levels and entering the trade targeting our next support zone 1.36. And with that being said, let's move on to the dollar. So here's dollar CAD weekly time frame, and as you can see, after this beautiful momentum insane candle right here, price currently stalling at the key weekly level already 2 weeks in a row. First of all, as you can see, price turning down with this bearish candle, and as you can see, this weak candle was a long weak candle, again rejecting the weekly level area and also the round number level 1.24, which is of course not great when it comes to the pure bullish bias, since for a further confirmation we would like to see a breakout right through this weekly level, which will simply mean for us a higher high on the price action. But as for now, as you can see, price seems still in the consolidation range. Of course, we cannot establish a bullish bias because we would like to see a higher high, and we cannot also establish a bearish bias due to this beautiful insane bullish momentum candle. So again, indecision bias for the dollar CAD on the weekly, and let's go down to the lower time frames to see more detailed picture. So here's dollar CAD daily time frame, and first thing that we would like to note is that green to red pattern right at the key weekly level, which also means for us a bearish candlestick pattern. And also, as you can see, at this zone we got a recent insane momentum bearish candle right here. And considering the global picture, as you can see, first of all we had green to red pattern right at the key level, and then we also have another momentum candle. Also we have a lower high right here, which tells us about a bullish momentum loss on the dollar CAD. So even let's draw a trend line on the daily time frame. Of course it's a little bit imperfect because we also have two swings at the bottom of the trend line, but let it be. So also let's draw this minor structure somewhere at this zone. As you can see, we already built an area of high confluence on the daily time frame, and as you can see, three other confluence vectors, meaning the trend line, the 50 MA on the daily time frame, and the support structure are perfectly lining up. So it will actually help for us at our ideas section, and let's immediately proceed right into it. So here's dollar CAD for our time frame, and here's our area of high confluence obtained on the daily time frame, as you can see right here. So again, quite simple idea which we always like to trade. So to enter the trade short, we would like to see a breakout right through our area of high confluence, and then of course we would like to see a pullback to the Fibonacci golden zone. So for instance, once price will break out this area of high confluence, we just draw a Fibonacci line and waiting for a long weak rejection of our golden zone. Because guys, you should bear in mind that here we have the 50 MA on the daily time frame, and also this structure also established on the daily time frame, and that's why there is a high probability of the fake out. So that's why we always should wait for a pullback to extra confirm our bias and our trade. So here is quite simple short view, and when it comes to the long trade, if the price will stall at this area of high confluence and start to demonstrate a wide swings somewhere right here, we may just draw a trend line by connecting these two swings, and at this situation we should wait just for a breakout of this trend line and then jump into the long trade, of course initially targeting for the previous high somewhere right here, or even this weekly level. And with that being said, let's move on to the gold. So here is gold, weekly time frame, and as you can see, after the rejection of the area of high confluence, which consists of the trend line and the monthly factor resistance level, so as you can see, price rejected this area and then tanked down to the downside. Of course, this enormous bearish momentum candle should be mentioned, especially when it occurs on the higher time frames, for instance on the weekly. So as you can see, this candle smashed all in its way, including the 50 MA and the monthly effective support level as well, which now turns into resistance. So as you can see, price currently floating at the minor consolidation range, and as you can see, failing to push right through the 50 MA and also right through the weekly effective resistance as well. And with that being said, as for now there is no reason to talk about some bullish bias on this pair, and let's proceed to the lower time frames to see more detailed picture and trade opportunities for the coming week. So here's gold daily time frame, and nothing fundamentally to add right here, since again we have our initial move, step 1, and right now price in step 2, meaning the consolidation and a position accumulation before its next wave. Considering that price struggling to break the 50 MA and the monthly effective resistance, we have a higher probability for the next move to the downside, but of course all that should be confirmed on the lower time frames, since now as you can see, market makers accumulating their position in this tight range before the next move. So again, all that we can do on the given time frame is to mark our lower consolidation range. So let's just make it right here. And let's move to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our trade ideas for the coming week. So here's gold 4-hour time frame, and let's discuss the bearish idea first. So we may draw a minor resistance somewhere right here as well. Then we put a trend line. It's a little bit tight, but it's okay, considering that we are currently in the consolidation range and there is no place to make a wide swings. And boom, as always, classical scenario, we are entering the short trade, the initial breakout of these three confluence factors, meaning the structure, the trend line, and the 50 MA on the 4-hour time frame. And for this move, we even may jump into the short trade without any pullbacks and any extra confirmation, since price traded in the tight range. And when the breakout occurs, in the most cases it's actually true and don't need extra confirmation. And again, our first obvious target will be of course the lower bound of the consolidation range. Also guys, when it comes to the bullish idea, frankly speaking, it's too early to discuss it, but guys, if you want, you may enter long trades only after the breakout of this monthly level of the 50 MA on the weekly time frame, and even it would be better to wait for a weekly candle to close above the 50 MA before entering any long trades, but for more risky traders, the breakout of the key monthly resistance will be enough as a trigger event, and then guys, you should try to find some pullback or to the round number level 1800 or to the Fibonacci golden zone or even to this beautiful monthly level to be sure about your bias. And you should also bear in mind that it will be a high risk idea, since right now price in a drastic downtrend and you will trade against the dominant trend, which is always more risky. So guys, here's our views on the gold. Leave your thoughts about the gold on the comments as well. And with that being said, let's move on to the US. So here's US oil. To look at this drastic uptrend. So all that we can do on the given uptrend is to look for some possible trade continuation ideas and trade with the dominant trend. It will be the best choice on this situation. So as you can see, also price successfully break the weekly level, the weekly resistance level, and even rejecting it with the sum candle. As you can see right here, we have some wick which is taken out along the bottom. And with that being said, let's move on to the lower time frames to immediately discuss our ideas for the next week. So here's US oil for our time frame, which is established as this long-term trend line right here. And back into our current situation, as you can see, we got also the area of high confluence. somewhere at this zone, and to enter long would be better to wait for price to drop right to the given trend line, to the given area of high confidence, to see some rejections. After that we draw a trend line somewhere right here by connecting these two swings. And of course, simple idea, we just enter long once price will break this trend line, and targeting first of all the recent high, so it will be our first target, and then you may just trail your stop loss to the break even or to the TP1 and try to catch the bigger move. So guys, thanks for watching. Press the like button if you like the analysis, comment below what you think about this analysis, what pairs you track for the coming week. Also consider to join our VIP group as well. All links will be in the description to the video and in the comment section below. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team. So again, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and see you next week.